then all of a sudden the doors are slamming.
So this building is unique, and they put a BRF in this building. I don't know why, but whatever. So there's two Toshiba fan coils, essentially in each area. Next door here, there's like maybe one in the media room, that black room. It's a room that's all black. They do whatever they do in there, and then there's a room next to it that has its own. But there's usually like three. I think there's three large areas like this that have two fan coils in it. The yellow step fan coil 301 is right here. Okay. It's got a mixing box on it, like I mentioned. It's got a filter status. It's got the same thing everything else has, but it's a Toshiba BRF fan coil. It's also got a carrier controller in it to interface with it, and a digital converter. So it converts the thermostat input from carrier, all those RTU, IMU controllers is just a fancy thermostat essentially. It just puts out a G, a Y1, Y2, that, and inputs to this other little Toshiba carrier interface board that converts it to the Toshiba signal, Toshiba COM, which actually converts it and tells the fan coil what to do, what it wants. So the Toshiba side of it's kind of standalone. Up here at every fan coil, there is a Toshiba stat above the tile, right? It's mounted right to the controller, or right to the can that's up there that has everything else in it. So if you're having a problem, you can use that for error code reading and whatnot. So we did put a thermostat up there for the error code reading and whatnot. So we did it this way for two reasons, because the engineer spec'd out these mixing boxes, and Toshiba can't do the mixing boxes. They don't have a provision for it. So we had to put something else that would do it. It was either going to be a Jade controller, separate Jade controller, standalone up there, or the engineer came back with they wanted this Aeon thing and all that. So that's how we ended up putting the carrier in here to keep all the thermostats the same. Essentially, the look on the computer is the same. Everything on your end will be kind of the same until you go to work on it. Then you gotta, they're all up here. Can't really think of much else to say about those. Those are all direct drive, ECM type motors.
Do they have the branch boxes on them and stuff?
That's a very good point, thanks. Now the one thing that's unique between this system and say Daikin, or if you have any LG stuff, where they have the multi-port branch selector boxes, or LG has the heat recovery boxes, same thing, it's got like 4 ports on it, one box. Every fan coil has its own flow selector, okay? It's a 3-pipe system coming from the outdoors, so you got your 3 pipes coming in, and it comes to the flow selector. Each fan coil has a flow selector. It might be 10 feet away, it might be 6 feet away, whatever. But then it converts it to 2 pipes, so all the solenoids are right in this little tiny flow selector.
Right before the fan coil.
Before the fan coil. So that's where the logic goes. There's a COM wire between the flow selector and each fan coil. So unlike the other systems where, if you got a problem with this one branch selector box, it's got 8 ports on it.
Figure out which one it is.
At least this one is 1 for 1. Yeah. That's what I do like about this. So it's real simple. Carrier's got a nice animated graphic that shows how it works. But instead of some of those other branch selectors and the HR boxes, man, they put them in the worst possible spots, and there's like 32 solenoid valves in there, and you can't work on it. You literally
It's not labeled.
It's not labeled, and there's a mile of pipe inside that thing. So the nice thing about this is that it's a 3-pipe system that just runs straight down through here, and it just branches off for each fan coil to a flow selector, and then it's just 2 pipes to the fan coil. So the flow selector determines whether it's in heating or cooling, and that's that. Any questions? Got my card.
When do you guys take over the building?
Yeah.
When you retire?